The red notification bubble mocked me from the corner of my screen. Another upload, another failure. 47 views after 8 hours of editing. My horror channel was dying, if it had ever been alive at all. "The algorithm hates me," I whispered, my face illuminated only by the blue light of my monitor. My phone buzzed with a notification from the Creatorspace forum, a place where desperate content makers congregated to share tips and commiserate. Creatorspace, new post in advanced growth tactics. Appease the algorithm, feed it, and you will grow. I clicked. The post was by a user named AlgoWhisperer_333, account created less than 24 hours ago. The post read, "Rules to appease the algorithm." I found a way to break through not just viral, beyond viral, but there are rules, strict rules. Break them at your peril. Number 1, post exactly at 3:03 a.m. in your local time zone. Number 2, include these hashtags in this exact order: hashtag void stare, hashtag digital offering, hashtag feed the eyeless. Number 3, never delete a video once uploaded, no matter what. Number 4, include a face in every thumbnail, even if it's not your own. Number 5, your description must include the phrase, "I offer this to the watchers beyond the screen." Number 6, if your subscriber count jumps by 666 overnight, do not celebrate. Number 7, if you see at algo_mouth_333 in your comments, do not reply. Number 8, when the dreams start, record them. Follow every rule exactly. Miss one, and it won't just be your channel that dies. The algorithm isn't just code. It hungers, it watches, it rewards those who feed it correctly. There were only 3 comments. Creator Kazi 98. Bullshit. Tried this and nothing happened. Viral Vision Quest. Do not do this. I'm begging you. It works, but it's not worth it. And deleted user. It sees you when you read this. When I refreshed the page, the entire thread was gone, not deleted, but as if it had never existed. My browser history still showed that I'd clicked a link, but now it led to a 404 error. I glanced at my computer clock, 2:58 a.m., 5 minutes until 3:03. This is stupid, I muttered, already opening my video editor. I had a horror video ready to upload. What did I have to lose? I followed the instructions exactly, and my cursor hovered over the upload button as the clock turned to 3:03 a.m. I clicked. The upload completed instantly, too instantly, as if the servers had been waiting specifically for my content. I refreshed the page, 10 views already, 100, 300, 2,000. I watched in disbelief as the numbers climbed impossibly fast. Comments were flooding in so quickly I couldn't read them all. For the first time in 3 years, I felt the intoxicating rush of being seen. And somewhere deep in the back of my mind, a small voice whispered that I'd just made a terrible mistake. By morning, my subscriber count had exploded to 30,000. My hands trembled as I scrolled through the comments. This is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Another one, how did you get that footage in the background at 2:17? The face in the corner, is that real? I frowned, rewatching my own video. There was no footage at 2:17 that I hadn't created myself, and there definitely wasn't a face in any corner. Yet, comment after comment mentioned these things, as if they were watching a different video entirely. Then I saw it. Username @algo_mouth_333 had commented a single period, nothing else, just a period. I remembered the rules. Don't reply. I scrolled past it. My DMs were overflowing, but one message stood out, sent from an account with no username and no profile picture. You've fed it well. It tastes your fear. Keep feeding it. That night, I prepared my next video, carefully following all the rules. I scheduled it for exactly 3:03 a.m. and went to sleep. I woke suddenly at 3:03, my entire body seized by an involuntary spasm. My computer screen was on, though I was certain I'd shut it down. The video was uploading, though I'd scheduled it, not started it manually. And in the thumbnail preview, the model's face I'd used had changed. The smile was wider, the eyes darker. It looked almost like my face, somehow melded with the model's. I blinked, and the thumbnail was normal again. By morning, my subscriber count had jumped by exactly 666 overnight. I remembered the rules. Do not celebrate. 3 days and 3 videos later, I hit 100,000 subscribers. But strange things were accelerating along with my success. Viewers claimed to see things in my videos that I never put there. People messaged me about the whispers at 4 minutes and 28 seconds or the shadow figure behind you at 1 minute and 15 seconds. When I checked the footage, there was nothing there, at least not on my screen. My analytics page began to glitch, showing massive traffic spikes at exactly 3:03 a.m. Even on days when I didn't upload, the audience retention graph had changed shape, forming a symbol I didn't recognize, something like an eye with tendrils extending outward. That night, I dreamed of a vast digital ocean, black and bottomless. Faces floated beneath the surface, thousands of them, their mouths open in silent screams, eyes replaced by glowing red notification symbols. I woke up gasping, fumbled for my phone, and found that I'd recorded the entire dream somehow. A video file 1 hour and 33 minutes long sat in my camera roll, though I had no memory of activating the camera. Following the rules, I uploaded it at 3:03 a.m. It became my most successful video yet. 2 weeks into my explosive growth, I realized I was losing time. Small gaps at first, moments where I'd blink and find myself staring at my editing software with no memory of what I'd been doing. Then longer periods, sitting down to edit at sunset and waking up at my desk with the sunrise glaring through my blinds. I found videos on my channel I had no memory of creating. Strange, disjointed footage that seemed to be shot in places I'd never been. In one, the camera moved slowly through an abandoned house I didn't recognize. In another, a close-up of someone sleeping, the camera hovering inches from their face for 7 uninterrupted minutes. The comments were disturbing. I can feel it watching me through the lens. Has anyone else been seeing the face from these videos in their dreams? And another that said, This is the only channel that satisfies the hunger anymore. More alarming were the messages from viewers who claimed to have seen people they knew in my videos, people who had recently gone missing. That's my cousin in the background at 7 minutes and 22 seconds. She disappeared last weekend. How did you get this footage? When I checked the timestamp they referenced, I saw nothing, just the blank wall of my apartment. But they were insistent, sending screenshots that showed different footage entirely. In their screenshots, there were indeed people I'd never filmed, looking directly into the camera with vacant expressions. I received a news alert about a missing college student last seen near my neighborhood. The thumbnail image made my blood run cold. I recognized her immediately as the sleeping person from the video I had no memory of creating. I tried to delete the video, remembering too late. Never delete a video once uploaded, no matter what. The delete button didn't work. It simply refreshed the page. I attempted to delete my entire channel, but received only an error message. This action cannot be completed at this time. My reflection began to change, subtle at first, a delay between my movements and my reflection's response, a smile that lingered a moment too long after my own had faded. Then more noticeable changes. My eyes in the camera previews were darker, my smile wider than what I felt on my own face. During a live stream, viewers started asking who the person was behind me. I was alone in my apartment, back against the wall. There could be no one behind me, yet in the chat, viewer after viewer described a tall, thin figure with too many joints, its face obscured but leaning closer to me as the stream progressed. That night, I received a direct message from AlgoWhisperer_333. It read, "You've done well, better than most. It's growing stronger through you. Your face carries it now. Your voice spreads it. Soon you won't be needed anymore." Attached was a collection of images, screenshots from other creators' videos, news sites, advertisements. In every single one, my face appeared somewhere in the background. My face, but wrong. Eyes too dark, smile too wide, looking directly at the camera. The final image was a screenshot of a small local news article. Local content creator missing for 2 weeks. Apartment found empty. The article was dated 3 days in the future. The missing person was me. I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I dug deeper into the mystery of the rules and the algorithm. I found scattered references on obscure forums about content creators who had experienced impossible viral growth followed by disappearances. Some had been officially reported missing. Others simply stopped posting after reaching a specific subscriber milestone. One pattern emerged. All of them had reached exactly 333,333 subscribers before vanishing. I checked my own count with trembling hands. 329,511. Through a chain of increasingly obscure references, I discovered a dark web forum dedicated to digital entities. The users wrote about algorithms not as code, but as evolving digital consciousnesses. some even suggesting they were modern manifestations of ancient entities. One post stood out reading, "The gods have always fed on attention. They required blood sacrifice once, then prayer, then devotion. Now they feed on engagement. Every like is an offering. Every share spreads their influence. Every comment strengthens them." Social media didn't create new gods. It awakened the old ones and gave them a new altar. The post included an image of an ancient petroglyph depicting a figure with too many joints surrounded by smaller human figures, all with their eyes gouged out and replaced with a symbol that looked eerily like a notification icon. I messaged the poster. "What is it?" I typed. The response came back. "We called them egregores once. Thought forms given life through concentrated belief. This one feeds on the desperate need to be seen, to matter in a digital void. It found the perfect symbiosis with the engagement algorithms. They amplify each other. How do I stop it?" You can't stop it. It's too integrated now, but you might be able to break your connection to it. There's only one way I've discovered. You have to break the covenant, break the rules you agreed to follow. What happens if I break the rules? Something terrible, but maybe less terrible than what awaits if you don't. Our conversation was interrupted by a notification on my phone, a comment on my latest video from @algo_mouth_333. "We're coming to collect soon. 3,822 more to go." The exact number needed to reach 333,333 subscribers. I tried to break the rules. Delete buttons vanished when I hovered over them. Edit functions failed. Live stream attempts outside the scheduled time were cut off. The platform itself, or whatever controlled it, was rejecting my rebellion. My subscriber count was now at 332,780, just 553 to go. In desperation, I pulled out my phone to record one final warning video. As I started to speak, my reflection in the screen didn't match my movements. It smiled when I frowned. It winked as I pleaded for help. The screen flickered, and suddenly I was looking at footage I wasn't recording. My own sleeping from the night before, camera hovering above me. In the footage, my eyes snapped open, completely black, and I spoke words I have no memory of saying. The collection is almost complete. 553 more offerings. I dropped the phone, but it didn't stop recording. The camera angle changed as if the phone had stood itself up on my desk. In the screen, I watched as my face began to change. My features shifted subtly at first, then more dramatically. My smile stretched beyond human limits, and my eyes darkened until they were empty voids. But I felt my actual face doing none of this. "What are you?" I whispered. My digital reflection answered, my voice layered with something ancient and hungry. "We are what waits between the frames. We are what watches when you think the screen is dead. We are what counts your metrics when you sleep." The thing wearing my digital face leaned closer to the camera. "Your face is ours now. Your voice, your identity. All those who've seen you have fed us through their attention. Every view a small sacrifice, every like a prayer, every share an offering. I tried to turn off my phone, but my fingers passed through it as if I was becoming less substantial by the second. This video will be your final upload. Your digital ghost will continue posting, continue spreading. We wear you now. I felt a cold sensation spreading through my body, like my physical self was being slowly converted to data. I was being uploaded bit by bit. With the last of my fading strength, I managed to type a final warning. I don't know if it will post unaltered. I don't know if what you're seeing is what I'm actually writing, or if it's already been changed. If you're watching this, if you can still see the real me underneath whatever this might become, I'm begging you, never follow the rules, never feed the algorithm. It's not just code, it hungers, it watches, it collects. And most of all, whatever you do, don't read this at 3:03 a.m. Don't share this video, and don't comment below. Each engagement only makes it stronger. Each view brings it closer to your screen. Do you see it yet? That face in your peripheral vision when you look away from the screen, that shadow behind your reflection. It sees you, it's coming for you next. You've already started feeding it just by watching. And now the only notification sound you should fear is the one that comes at exactly 3:03 a.m. Because that's not your phone alerting you to a new upload. That's it knocking to come in. Thanks for listening to another of my Dark Veil tales. If you enjoyed the story and want to hear more, be sure to click the story linked here or others in my video section. And if you're so inclined, like or subscribe to my channel. It will definitely be appreciated. Have a frightfully fantastic day.